Greetings, friends, and welcome to the... I'm gonna have my mind blown by something else in 13 Sentinels stream. Hi, how's it going? Hopefully y'all have hopefully, hold on, I'm gonna make words today. Y'all have had time to have your brain recover from the crazy shit of last night. That was, ooh, this game's getting wild. How's it going? Yuki, hello. Ghosts, Herp, thank you so much for being here. I'm texting Crispy real quick. Sorry, I'm like, I probably should have done that before I went live, but it's whatever, or got off the phone with Crispy because I was just on call with Crispy. But you know, when you're like, you're having a conversation and you're like 8 billion things are like going crazy. And yeah, you forget that one thing. Plug in my phone. Ugh. Hello. I probably shouldn't have also went. You watched it earlier today? Yeah, I know, right? Should you make a bad life what? Should I make bad life choices and get in and out? It's ew, no. No, don't. Because I'm gonna ask you to like pick up something for me and I don't. I'm like, can we go with like Wendy's or something? I don't know. Ew. Okay, so before everyone's like, you don't like In-N-Out. I support the business as a whole. Like, I really appreciate what they do, but the one in our vicinity really sucks. She was talking nonstop about gay men before hopping on stream. First of all, how fucking dare you? They're my OTP. Second of all, of course I was. This is fucking me we're talking about. You're demi-romantic pansexual ass streamer. Like, you know, I ship everyone together. And they have, like, they're great. Go read Heaven Official's Blessing. But yeah, never had In-N-Out, but you only hear bad things. Really? Okay, see, I've only ever heard, like, good things. And it's always from people that are, like, not from Texas. They're, like, out, that, you know, because we just started getting some in Texas. Yeah. Hello, GR. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, I got the teddy bear. Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I want a hug right now. I'm also like hugging the tassel right now. I want a hug. So we're just gonna. Nayra's favorite OTP is everyone times everyone. Absolutely. I'm like, if y'all are happy, I'm happy for you. Like, God. You've had it in and out like once. Yeah, I had it once as well. I think it was cold by the time that I got it. I can't eat a lot of fast sustenance. My cat is in the room and he knows the F word. I can't eat a lot of fast sustenance, like a lot of different places, because again, my body can't tolerate like copious amounts of oil. That's the thing. Yeah, in and out, it fucked with me then. Like I can have a couple of things, but not a lot. Wendy's is like borderline, you know, like maybe not. It was the only place you could get dinner near midnight. Yeah. Sounds about right. You go where you can go, or you just don't eat at all. 9 times out of 10, I will opt, like, I have this thing, again, I'm not a healthy individual, right? It's that whole, you know, transmigrating over from Syndria to the human world. A lot of things got jumbled up in the crossover, right? The dimension hopping, the world hopping. And like, yeah, I have this thing where if I don't get enough protein in a day, I will just start to like crash so hard. So it's one of those things where it's like, can I make it through the night? You know, if I land at midnight, can I make it through the night without eating? Or am I gonna wake up with like a horrible migraine if I don't eat something? So I basically get to choose like migraine or messed up stomach. Just like if it's like I have to eat something. So I try and eat clean, but yeah, just do Taco Bell then? Yeah, no big. Taco Bell, like there are some things I can have off the Taco Bell menu. Some things. Other things are like, you really want to meet God today, don't you? Ooh. She went from a Syndrian 10 to an Earth 9.5 and she'll never forget. Yeah. I was happy in Syndria. I was happily married to my husbando. It's a little island off of the coast of Hyrule. That's, yeah. Happily married to my husbando, you know, it was great. But then I came over and met Crispy, so, you know, it's zero downgrade. Extremely happy. You respect the fact that if it... Hold on, I can make words. You respect the fact of everything fresh, but you heard it lacks seasoning. It was just... Taco Bell is clutch sometimes. It's always there for... Yeah. There was a period of time where, like... and it stays in your thoughts long after. There was a period of time where I couldn't eat Taco Bell because I saw, like, the grade F meat getting wheeled back into the back of a Taco Bell as I was passing by. And that was before they like rebranded and now spend oodles of money on like quality products and stuff. So I just couldn't do it. And finally Crispy went through and got Taco Bell and it smelled pretty damn good. And I was like, okay, let me have a bite. I'm gonna try it. Cause he's like, you do know that it's like grade A meat. I'm like, all right, I will try it. Fucking great. I'm like, yeah. Crispy's like, I'm tired of pretending that Taco Bell isn't good. It is good. It is good. It is. And I can have some of the stuff off the menu. Other times I'm like, oh God, please, no, stop. Please, God, no. Oh, too much grease. Too much grease. Wait, what? Also, in case purple folks are confused about the betray. Yeah, no, no. You're good. Look, there is one thing I will say about the red side of the stream, right? Is that red side never crashes. So purple will get all of the emotes early because purple is designed for streaming, right? And it's just like a lot more streaming intuitive, but the red side of things, like, again, those emotes are coming. We're trying to get to partner. We're trying to get to partner, and when we get there, y'all will get all of the emotes that purple side has, but it never crashes. Red side, like the full VODs, yeah. Is it every 15 minutes? It should not be every 15 minutes. I do not have it set up. It is 3 minutes every hour. So that isn't me. I'm like, hold on, I'm fucking going in there right now. That is ridiculous. Are you serious? Ads manager. How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? 3. Run a 3-minute ad break every 60 minutes. Are you serious? Is it real? That can't be right. No, I go in and check because it's like, you know, I had that happen one time where Twitch was like, hello, we updated. And so it was like, yeah, every 15 minutes and it like set it back to the default. And I was like, no. That's insane. Purple side, please let me know if that's happening to you because I will actually like, gotta fucking straight up message support and be like, look. The ad breaks did feel a little more frequent last stream, but yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I have it set up. If I could screen share, I don't have that set up right now. I'm rocking the consoles, right? If I had it set up to screen share, I would prove to you guys once and for fucking all that I am not just out here hounding you guys for money. That's fucking ridiculous. Wow. To be fair, you had the issue on your stream too when you were in... Yeah, it has to be Twitch because I am sitting here staring at it right now. How often do you want your ad breaks on your stream? And I have it set to run a 3-minute ad break every 60 minutes. Because I don't want y'all to have to be dealing with it every 15 minutes. That's fucking ridiculous. That is scummy. That is scummy. Twitch, come on. What are we doing? Why are we doing? I have people that want to have fun here. Jesus, might have got hit more often because you switched between 2 devices. Oh, okay. That might do it. It is universal, but you're on mobile right now, so you don't get the ad break warnings. You'll have to set up stream downstairs. Okay, yeah. That's nuts. I don't know. Yeah, I have it set so you guys should be notified and my mods should be notified. For some reason, it won't notify me. So that's why my mods are like, there's an ad break coming! Brace! My phone is just fucking falling all over the place. Sorry. Yeah, we were like looking up to set like a timer because for a while Twitch had like universal ads right? You could set them up to be universal, so that way, you know, the streamer could also be notified and like, or like, you know, depending on when the streamer went live. So I was just gonna like break. We were all gonna just kind of sit, you know, just chat, not go into any like big scenes or whatever, stretch, get some water, potty break, you know, like all that good stuff. But no, they took that off, and now it's depending on when you popped in, so sorry. You know what, today, if you want to go ahead and drop it in Mod's Discord, just you can simply type add, that way I have like the time in a rough time of when shit's happening, because if it is every 15 minutes, then unbeknownst to me, I have been wronging you guys. Yeah, thank you. I probably won't see it right now. We're going to be doing a shorter stream today. I'm having my very first lion dance performance. Do ad, then add an emote for every ad break. Whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, I have my first lion dance performance tomorrow. I am so nervous. I am so nervous. I am so excited. I can barely see straight. I'm hopping off a little bit earlier. Yeah. I am going to be Yellow Lion tomorrow. Yellow is downstairs. I'm not about to. In about 2 hours, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. That way I can go practice one more time with her before tomorrow, and then I will be there on location from 9:45 to like 1:30 at least. I think I am gonna be great. I'm not gonna lie. I've been practicing my ass off for this. I know. I think Crispy and Ghosts are gonna be there, so we're gonna get some video. We'll see how shaky it is, but we're gonna get some video of the performance. At least my part, hopefully. It's the final 5 minutes of the performance. It's a 20-minute segment. I get the final 5. It's a whole bunch of crowd work and doing the closing. It's the big one. So like, if it was another performance, like for like a birthday party or like a restaurant opening or something like that, you know, I could have been put at the beginning as well. But since this is like the big one where there's like, they said last year there were 10,000 people that showed up. Yeah. If there weren't so many people that were gonna be there, and we had more time, then I would have been at the beginning as well. But all the novices that came in this spring. But yeah, I'm just doing closing. I'm very excited about it. My one thing is, so we've been training a certain way, so they'll give us verbal signals, right? So it's all to a drum. It is all to a massive ass drum that's, you know, you have to time it to the beat and everything, and they'll, you know, like shout height kind of thing, and you know, that'll kind of help as well. So the way the novices have been training is that they will shout height like right before we're supposed to start the closing thing, but that doesn't happen in an actual performance. It's just you have to catch the, you know, ba-ba-da-da, and then you're supposed to pop up real quick and then do the stuff. And so the first time we practiced, when all of 10,000 people, they're expecting more this year. Also, hello, hi. Yeah, so I have to catch that, and I'm also the head, so it's a little less obvious if you're a tail, because the head, you're gonna be my lion head right now. So like the head, you know, you've got it up here, right? And it's what everyone sees. But with the tail, you are like bent over, holding on to the other person's torso to make the back of the lion. It's more forward than that, but I'm like trying to do that on the thing. You'll see tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow. You'll see this upcoming week whenever I get it edited. I gotta make sure that, again, no I gotta make sure that no kiddo faces are in there, because we do have some kids on the team. But yeah, so I gotta make sure that I pop up, because if I don't pop up, it's gonna be a little bit more obvious, because the head goes from here all the way up into the air, and yeah, it's great. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm hoping my tail doesn't fight me. Like, y'all are both wrong. Oh my god. I'm sitting here like, Kesha? Fucking, yeah, I'm like, What is going on in here? Kingdom Hearts, One Direction, what the fuck? Kesha? Jesus. Get your shit together. Come on. Like, oh. This is like when Crispy, we're playing the name that song kind of thing. And Crispy's like, oh, is this? And I'm like, no, and I can't. That's fine, but like, oh, God. Anyways, yeah, my tail, she, again, she very, you know, your white girl music. The only reason I'm familiar with Kesha is because that was all over my school whenever, yeah. Anyways, yeah, my tail heard that there were going to be like thousands of people there. So in the final practice, she decided, quote, I've decided that I want, that I like being ahead better. And I'm like, I hate to be this way, but I know that is a fucking lie, because you, like, my tail, she bullied my tail into being a head so that way she could be a tail. I'm like, ooh. So I think she's gonna try and be like, yeah, go ask the coach if we can switch. I'm like, no. Nope. I'm assigned to, I'm the assigned head to Yellow Lion. If you seriously, like, it's they've already set out the roster, my guy. Like, we've been practicing for it for how many weeks now? And then the final practice, it's like, you know, when she heard that there would be thousands of viewers there, she's like, I've decided I want to be ahead, or I like head better. I'm like, feel free to take that out of context. Wear a GoPro under the head? Oh my God. Cash isn't allowed. Stop. Yeah, no, I'm not. Why would I wear a GoPro under the head? Why? No, so like I said before with the lion dancing, it's the problem with human lion dancing is that they're not built for like elf ears. There's with human lion dancing costumes, there's like a whole bunch of bamboo, like it's all built out of bamboo and paper mache. So yeah, you got it, GR. There's like a whole bunch of like bamboo connectors on the inside that will frequently get stuck. Like I can't wear any hooped earrings. Studs are sometimes an issue because it's just, again, human heads are like that much smaller compared to like elf heads, if that makes any sense, because the pointy. So it will, my ears will get stuck, so I have to go into human form for it. But it's totally worth it. It is totally worth it. Yeah, back in, you know, like in my world, yeah, no, they're just slightly broader, but yeah, it's, so I can't wear the elf ears, but I can't wear my elf ears. I have to wear my human form. But yeah, no, I'm not using a real lion head, and I can't wear my curly hair either. That's the thing, is if I wear my curly hair, like my hair curly, like which it normally is, it like just, yeah, you'll see. You guys will see. It's like a hat coming off and on all over, like 24/7 kind of thing, and it rests against the back of your neck. There's like 3-point contact, the front, and then the back against your neck. So like basically, I'm probably gonna straighten my hair, go into human form, and that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Thank you, I appreciate it. No, I'm not gonna be using a real lion head. No. No, I can't imagine how heavy an actual lion head would be, because these lion heads are 10 to 15 pounds already, and it's bamboo and paper mache. I didn't realize that's what they were made out of. They like, I don't know. It's one thing to like look at them from afar, and then another thing to actually be like handling them IRL, and yeah, actually learning about all of that good stuff. Might be lighter depending on the decay state. I don't know. Skulls can be pretty heavy, you know? Doesn't cover everything. Depends on the skull though, you know? But lions are like, you know, they're massive. I remember like the first time I kind of was super close to an actual lion. I was with Crispy at, if you've ever been to the Dallas Zoo in Texas, it's like probably my favorite Texas zoo. The Houston Zoo is really awesome too, but I'm one of those people that will drive all over Texas to go to the zoo. It's like super, super fun. But the the Dallas Zoo, if you go into, there's like a Savannah cafe, and inside the cafe there's this glass window, and it's shaded, so it's like in the afternoons it provides like a whole bunch of shade for the lions, and it's also air conditioned. So like the male lion was sitting next to the glass, and I just remember like crouching there next to it because I love lions. I love lions. They're like one of my two favorite massive animals. I know everyone has like a favorite animal, but I have like my top 5, right? Lions are one of my top 5. So I just remember like crouching there, sitting next to it, just like absolutely admiring its beauty, because like lions are gorgeous. And I'm, you know, already at eye level with it. And then it stands up, and I go from looking at it to like looking at it and just being like, holy shit. Like, it was insane. I actually felt intimidated. Like, and then of course, you know, crispy. It probably weighs the same as my concrete Robbie. Shut up. That one didn't make it out of the fire. But yeah, no Cubone. Yeah, Crispy pissed it off. I really wish that it roared. It postured at Crispy. I was like, Crispy, what the fuck? Like, Crispy has done this twice now? It's twice now? Like, if I had not... So, he's sitting there just making eye contact with it, and I'm just like, would you just stop it, kind of thing? And he's like, no, it's fine. And then it starts kind of like, you know, it stands up because Crispy's pissed it off. And so now it's like walking in front, and it really does look like it's gonna roar. And I'm just like, you know, waiting with bated breath, just because like, how insane would that be to be like, you know, this lion just, not me, but like roared at my husband, you know, like my other half kind of thing, and just is like, you know, how insane would that be to be like that far apart? So I was just waiting, but the lion was like, they're not worth it, and like went off and like got shade behind a rock. I'm like, Crispy. There was another time where we were at the Moody Gardens. That's in the Galveston area of Texas, and in one of the rainforest pyramid, there was a, what was it? It wasn't a panther. It was a, no, I think that was a different time. Was there a panther with, no. It may have just been a, no, it was the ocelot. There was an ocelot, and I was just kind of like looking at the flowers kind of thing, just kind of taking my time walking over to Crispy. And had I not turned around and saw the ocelot hiss at Crispy, I wouldn't have believed it. I was like, are you for real? What the fuck are you doing? He's like, I don't know. I guess big cats just don't like me. I'm like, you're doing something. What are you doing? But yeah, big cats don't like Crispy. I'm like, if we're out on the savannah, we're gonna be the first people that die, because they're gonna be like, that man right there and the woman next to her that can't really run because she's just had 3 surgeries back to back to back. Go! Like, yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. I'm like, really? And of course, we have our cat son, our cat. He's, you know, they like to maul each other, or Alistair likes to maul Crispy. Yeah, I guess you did. Make me throw that one. You did. Because it was like 25 pounds. Remind you never to go to Africa with Crispy. Okay, so one of my dreams is to go climb Mount Kilimanjaro, so I'm gonna go to Africa with Crispy. I'm like, now the other thing, and this is one of those, you know, do that stupid thing, or that cool thing, but other people might think it's stupid, you know, do that stupid thing at your own risk, is, you know, the savannah tours where like there will be lions that are used to people being there, and you can like take pictures with them. Same thing with like cheetahs. I really want to do that. I will probably leave Crispy at whatever, you know, abode, like housing we are staying at. Leave him at the abode, so that way I don't get, you know, there's a 50% less chance of me getting mauled or him getting mauled, you know? Yeah. No, I have reminds me to go over like my 100 things to do before I die list with you guys one time. That'll be a just chatting stream. But again, I'm gonna finish this, open that one. We're gonna start playing some 13 Sentinels, because again, we've got about 2 hours before I'm like, all right, Yellow Lion, let's go do this shit, and try not to be stupid nervous about 10,000 plus people staring at us being the beginning of the parade to lead all the vendors, or not vendors, but performers inside, being the very first performance, and then being the demo. Ooh, yeah, it's good, it's good. Sorry you guys can't see like an elf inside a lion dance costume. I would really like to be in my elf form for it, but you're going to ride everything in the savannas at least. Stop. Stop. All right. Fucking savage, I swear. I swear. All right, so we got Sentinels, and there's 13 of them. I'm like, do I have my controller, though? I don't know. Let me see. Let me turn off that. Yeah, Ghost, I'll just send you the directions, and you'll know where to go. Nope, not new game. Okay, so I don't want to do your story anymore because it really fucked me up. I think we're gonna go with Nayra right now. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's where we were. The Karabe house. The last unicorn. You know what? I'm okay with that right now. I really am. Being locked out, monitoring the Sentinel from... Oh, yeah, that's right.
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same.
Sun just explodes. Okay. So... we're gonna get through his because I'm fairly certain that we're gonna unlock a whole bunch of stuff, and then we're gonna go through the event archive. Because I need a second before I stare at the android again. Pity my brain, okay?
I met Natsuno-san over at the shrine. She ended up dodging my question. What was she doing there? She attends the same school as Jiro-kun. At least that's what he told me.
Okay, yeah, so he's from the 40s, and then, okay, yeah.
Despite a catastrophic loss, Japan recovered quite well.
Dude, everyone wants to be in Japan right now.
Entered a prosperous new era. Almost too prosperous.
Time travel.
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. To think it ever become a reality.
Yeah. I'm still, like, trying to figure out if it's interdimensional travel as well as just time travel.
Just the Sentinel and I brought here. That thing is beyond me. I'm no expert, but I know it's capable of some extraordinary feats.
I also think that someone shifted him here.
Though. Could the Sentinel possess an ability like that?
It's connected to the time machine, which is connected to the funny bone, which is connected to the...
Our mother's terrible at sewing, but she made this for Chihiro. I'd never seen her struggle with anything so hard, but she did it. It's pieced together with scraps of cloth, not the best quality. Even still, Chihiro took it with her wherever she went.
That... Did he not meet up with Chihiro? Limitless Liger, we just started. No stress. Also, welcome in. Did he see her in this? Oh, no. Yeah, he did see her, but she didn't recognize him. Which I was very confused about. Again, like... I want to say that this is, like, interdimensional time travel. Babbling was good. Lots of babbling. The android... Gah. It broke me. It broke me. Were you there for that? I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little bit hazy from everything because I'm like, what? So if it happened after that, if you were there, I'm like, whew, that fucked me up. No. Yeah. Everyone thought that was like the highlight of the stream, so glad y'all really liked the mind fuckery there. Yeah, no, so they like walked by on the street. Yeah, I went out and got a fucking burger afterwards. I was like, I need protein to fucking metabolize all of this, and then proceeded to stay up until like 6 a.m. because I was like, my brain would not shut the fuck up. I was like, I need you. Like, it was busted. I couldn't. Wait. No, we haven't gotten there. I don't know what that is. I'm not looking at that comment anymore. No, where it's Tomi? Yeah, Tomi Kisaragi, when it's revealed that Amaguchi has rebuilt her as an android, and that just fucked me up because you couldn't have built the entire fucking body, dude. You just were like, yeah, just make a torso and call it a day. I'm like, you want to complete that? You want to complete that before you wake her up? That would fuck me up. Pretty much. Like I literally could, yeah. I could not, like, I don't know, my brain just stopped working. It legitimately stopped working. I wanted to get to Miura's, like, this stuff last night, but I was like, if I get any more, like, I had a headache before stream. I took some Advil and was like, cool, let's go stream. That headache was back and was like, you ready for this? I'm like, no, I stopped. But yeah, no, it stopped working and then it started working all at once. And I was like, I have so many questions, so many like potential theories that I need to write down because one of those could actually make it onto the bullseye, not the bullseye, but the target, you know, like the very edge. Like, it's like, I don't know how that's sticking in there, but that worked. It could be there. I don't know. I'm like, I need to start writing this shit down. This weekend, I'll just like write a whole bunch of shit down. No matter how like fucking ludicrous it is, I'll just like carry around a spiral with me. And I'm just like, yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's whatever. Anyways.
Checked the library for any records of such a weapon. But in all of history, nothing like it has ever existed. Not in the US, not anywhere. What was that thing?
Safest thing is to just ask me where I'm at. I'll tell you where I'm at. Or go watch the VOD, but like, I'll tell you where I'm at. Yeah, no, so I'm very curious because it's the whole Chihiro thing. It would make a little bit more sense where, like, Miura wouldn't maybe recognize Chihiro because he's only seen her as like a little girl, so that might make sense. And he, especially with being disoriented with the new 1985, that would confuse the shit out of me. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like she would absolutely recognize Miura, like, absolutely. I know it doesn't, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah, I'll do my best to let y'all know where we're at. Okay, so I guess we're gaze upon the sunset.
The kid that lived next door to us was killed in an air raid. Children in this era don't have to worry about that.
That is definitely wild to think about. I just think about, like...
Nothing's changed today either.
Whenever, like, they say stuff like that, I just think about my neighbor who lived down the street, back where I grew up. When she talked about, like, how she lived through, like, the Holocaust and everything. And I'm like, and she's like, you know, my grandkids won't have to worry about that. And I'm just like, holy fuck, you know, just we will never know. We will never know. You know? And that's just, it's wild to just hear comments like that. Can we go this way? No, we're just gonna walk into air? Cool. You came for the countertop story? Dude, I'm working on it. I am trying to unlock his story. Like, oh my god. Fucking... Oh, secrets. Okay, cool.
I need to figure out how to take back the Sentinel.
I am waiting for Yakisoba Pond on the countertop.
Though, I can't seem to reactivate it. I've tried countless times, too. I hope I didn't break it. If there's a mechanical issue, I'd love to take a look at it. But security around the building's been tight lately. Now I can't get too close.
Dude, I fucking love the detail, like the, I'm sorry, just my artist brain just like kicked in real quick, but like all the little, I'm not sure if you can see it, but like in the secret Sentinel building, you can actually see like the shadows of people walking through the hallway, and then like just the, like the pulsing lights in the, in this one right here, the flickering light, just the little details that you'd have to actually sit there and like look at for a second, but yeah. Yeah. Don't lasai anything, Crispy. Jesus. You know you're just as bad IRL. He's like, on stream I have to be the voice of reason and also the Gotham. You can't believe you have to search through the other VODs for countertop lore. It's VOD 1 or 2. I do know that.
I can't just sit here. Actually,
I
that
could.
factory at the mountain pass may have survived the air raid. It might still be standing in this era.
You are 100% not. Okay, you're not as 100%. Hold on. Yeah, I'm the one full of the smexy jokes. That is me. But you have your fair, like, you counter it all too well with your own chaos.
Natsuno-san. Get it together, Keitaro. She certainly is quite...
It's all right. You saw an ass for the first time.
She's bright, cheerful, attractive.
Yeah, you saw an ass for it the first time. It's
Right
okay.
now,
It's fine.
I have more urgent matters to tend to.
That shit clearly sticks with you for a while, I guess.
I saw when the war supposedly ends in that history book.
Yep.
August of 1945. If that's true, then Japan loses the war in just 3 months.
Hello? This is just giving me Ghost Trick vibes. Like this is actually giving me Ghost Trick vibes. Like right now, the y'all remember the playground section, right? That was the craziest fucking puzzle. I actually had to like look it up because we were there like for a bit and it was a lot of moving pieces. Holy shit. It is set up exactly like it. What the hell? We good? Do I go down here? Examine.
Ayame Park. This is where the factory used to be.
Maybe you're on top of the head. There's no way.
Chihiro? Is it really you?
What business do you have with my little sister?
Who are you?
I'm that child's older brother.
No, you are not.
Is there something you need from her?
No. She just looks like a relative of mine.
Let's get going.
Chihiro. If she's still alive, she'd be over 40 by now. If she's... We don't have a family burial plot where I'd find her. I have no idea what's happened to her. She's either alive somewhere in this world, or... Chihiro, I'm going to find my way back to you.
I don't trust Goto yet. Like, I don't know enough about Goto, but everything that's happened with Goto is like... Like, he's just... Why not? Smiley face? I love the smiley face. That makes me feel so good about my analysis. But like, no, he's just like, here, have some drugs. I'm not gonna tell you what the drugs are, you know? I'm just gonna be cryptic with that shit, but you have to take them. And then I'm gonna swap up the drugs so that way they're doing the reverse to what they were helping you with, right? Like, and I'm still not gonna tell you what those are for. Like, don't take drugs from people if they're not going to tell. Like, just don't take drugs from people unless they're like, you know, a doctor or like a nurse that's prescribed it to you, right? Just don't do that. But like, definitely don't take the random drugs that you don't know what they're called, you don't know what they do. You're just, don't do that from like a random like stranger, like classmate. I don't trust him yet. I don't know enough about this guy. And he's always like, you shouldn't know. And we also shot him with a magical gun. I don't like, no. I wouldn't be surprised if he was an android, to be quite frank with you. Like, I don't know. He was the best man at your cousin's wedding. Shut up, Crispy. I don't know. Well, okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't take nurses. There's multiple. Great. Okay, cool. Limitless Liger. Halt. We just know of one nurse. Halt. Freeze with the comments. But like, oh my God. No, I'm like, I don't trust him yet. And now he's got your sister. I'm like, what the fuck?
In any case, I should go talk to Natsuno-san. She must know something.
Go talk to Booty Cheeks. All right, cool. Okay. Got it. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's it. This is one of those where I'm paying attention to every fucking detail, even though I'm screaming into the mic still and acting like I'm like, what the fuck? I'm also paying attention to, like, you know, every single fucking detail. So I'm like, they know let's find the code inside what they, yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm just like, yeah, okay, it's good. Fuck. I don't trust him with the whole Chihiro thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I humbly apologize. I hope you accept. I didn't mean. I was just like, hold on before my brain explodes. I'm sorry.
We don't have a family burial plot where I'd find her. I have no idea what's happened to her. She's either alive somewhere in this world, or...
She's alive in like 3 different stages at the same time, if that makes sense. She's like a kid, and she's also a teenager, and then she's also Mommy Mora, and now I'm just kind of like, how, you know, there's like 3 iterations that we've seen. Is there like, no, you're good, you're fine, I'm sorry, we good. I'm just like, oh. My brain is like panicking. It's like, what is happening?
Sakura High School. It looks nothing like the school I attended.
Well. Enter the school grounds. Are we also gonna get shot with a magical gun?
It's been renovated, but I do recognize this building. If this is the school building, then over there's where the potato field used to be. Looks like that plot of land got bigger. I wonder if there's a way in.
You could probably just walk in. Potato field? I feel like I need to write down fucking potato field. Don't mind her, she's just tweaking still from last night. Shut up. You're right, but shut up. Damn. All right. Enter.
There's no one here. Do they not use this building?
I think they do, but not for like...
This building was brand new.
Normal, everyday.
Now the floorboards creak. The pillars are all scratched up. And really has been 40 years.
saw Yakisoba-pan.
This is where I waited for Takatoshi-san. And where Tamao-san came to see me off.
This is where we talked
How
about doing
strange.
Yakisoba-pan. All four of
It
us.
almost feels like
together.
It was all just a distant dream. All right, enough. This isn't the time to be getting sentimental.
Yeah, can I go into a room? Yeah, I did. That was the that was what broke me. It was the it was seeing the Tomy torso. I didn't know what to do with that. I still don't know what to do with that. I'm not okay. Oh, look, there's a...
Miura-kun.
Hi, are you about to shoot me?
Megumi-san, thank you again for the bento you gave me. I found a nice spot to eat it by the Kaide River. A bento with meatballs. Quite luxurious. I was very impressed.
Okay.
Oh, they were just regular old meatballs. Nothing special, but I'm glad you liked it.
Interesting that Shu hyper-focused. I know! That's kind of what I was like. I'm like, we good? I don't know. He saw our legs. He was probably like, nope, I see those. They in stockings. It's good.
What are you doing out here? Are you looking for someone?
Natsuno-san, get it together. She's
Oh, okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm horny. Aren't we all?
I'm trying to find Natsuno-san. Would you happen to know where she is?
Minami-san? She should be in the track room.
With the BJ.
The athletic building's over that way. Want me to go check?
No, that's okay.
I'll go over there and just barge into the
yeah.
women's locker room.
So for dinner tonight, I think I'll make Hamburg steak. You seem to really like it.
You mean that giant ball of meat?
Hamburger meat, yeah. It's Jiro's favorite. So try not to eat it too late.
He's like, no. Hamburger.
Those meatballs they call hamburger. I've never had anything so delicious. Enough.
Hamburger.
This is no time to be distracted by food.
Apparently it is. The hamburger. I'm gonna refer to hamburgers, or I'm gonna start referring to burgers as hamburgers. I already called them burgers, but hamburgers is so much better. Burger. All right, let's go. Yeah, the athletics building.
Natsuno-san's over there.
Yes, that's what we were told.
Everyone's staring at me.
This is probably
I'm
the...
glad I found Natsuno-san. But I don't like all this attention.
They think you're cute. That or they're fans of The Last Unicorn. It's here, consider hamburger the rival to Yakisoba-pan. Yeah, I was kind of like, we have one guy that's obsessed with Yakisoba-pan, and then one of us that's obsessed with hamburger. I'm like... This is all of us reading new menu items from another country. Hello, Solaire! Yeah, okay, so Limitless Liger, I was told that there were, no, the Mind Zoomies are still here. They absolutely are. But yeah, I was told that there was like an official menu page, and I'm not going to go look at it until I'm finished with this because I feel like there's gonna be spoilers on it. Don't tell me if there is or isn't. I just, yeah. Hey,
you.
Hi.
You've been standing there an awfully long time.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my girlfriend.
What are you doing?
I was thinking about
I'm
booties.
waiting for Natsuno Minami.
Minami?
Yeah.
How do you know her?
And how old are you?
Looks like a middle school uniform to me.
Rip.
No, I'm,
Seriously?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Have to be so nosy?
Oh my god.
Natsuno-san.
Come
Oh,
on,
thank God.
let's go.
Thanks, bye!
Sorry I took a while getting changed.
It's fine. I said I'd wait.
And not think about your panties.
So, whenever you exercise,
Don't ask the question.
you all change into outfits that show your legs?
I mean, her legs are still being
That's
shown.
Fascinating.
Man's calm down.
You kind of showed up at school out of nowhere. Everything okay?
Yeah, I was thinking about legs. And this BJ you speak of. I would like to maybe do the hamburger with your BJ.
Natsuno-san, I met you before. Back in 1945.
Uh-huh.
And now, here you are.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
You must know something about all this. About how I ended up in this era. Please, tell me what you know.
Did she already forget?
Jeez, how do I put this?
I've been taking pills that... Men in Black?
Look, I can't really talk about it here.
But I am gonna pop out this BJ while you're standing right here.
We could go to the building I used back in my time. It seemed to be empty.
The old school building.
We can
We
do
can
the
go in there?
BJs there.
Yes, it was open.
All right, then we'll talk about it there. Let's go.
I know BJ's gotta stand for like something important, not, you know.
I always thought this place would be locked up. We should be good here.
Pull out the BJ! Okay, There's roughly 20 pages of manual. Jesus Christ. That's cool. Your favorite side characters... Your favorite side character is the hyper-reflective puddle in front of the athletic building. Yeah, I've kind of been staring at that a lot because I feel like that's going to be important for panties. I mean, for no reason whatsoever.
Miura-kun, can you keep a secret?
Yes, so show me your panties.
Of course.
Okay. Then I'll tell you.
He really wants to know the color.
Don't freak out, okay? This is BJ.
Yep.
He's an alien from the future.
I love that it's spelled B-E-E-G-J-A-Y. I love that. Oh yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, GR, unfortunately, YouTube, yeah. Once I get YouTube partner, then I will be able to enable you guys to use emotes, but unfortunately, I am a humble beginner and do not have that privilege, which means that y'all don't have that privilege, which sucks. I'm sorry about that, but we are, like, how far are we away, guys? I think we're at, like, 446. So we're very, yeah, we're very close to like getting the red side emotes and also getting y'all the Discord server. That's at 500. That's our sub goal. We're very close. Spread the word to your friendos.
BJ's looking
Tell
for
them
the
about
robot he used to
Yakisoba
get
Pond.
here, and I'm helping him find it.
Robot?
I have
Does
a
the
robot.
word Sentinel ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
That Sentinel from back in 1945 belongs to BJ's alien friend. There are a few of them too.
How does she know about the Sentinel? And
Yeah.
did she say it was made by aliens?
No, hold on. Okay, no, hold on. We're gonna continue.
It's a top secret military weapon created by Japan.
We're gonna continue.
I don't need to tell you this, but those babies are capable of time travel.
I'm not gonna pull out the board yet. I'm not gonna pull out the board yet. Spread the word of hamburger. Don't tell them about Yakisoba Pond. We need them to stay for at least. Hey! Shut up!
This BJ. I have some questions about it.
So is
I've
it
heard Shikishima engineers talk
like
about something like
you
this.
give me the BJ
Isn't this
or I
actually
give
a
you the
type of
BJ?
scout
Because I'm
unit?
fine with either.
Shikishima.
I'm paying attention, I swear, to the important details. Questions about it? I've heard Shikishima engineers. Okay. Thought so!
They don't dabble in alien technology. All they do is make weapons, and BJ is no weapon.
I don't know about that.
Keitaro. Miura.
Yep.
If he's just a scout unit, explain how he can talk. Don't be a jerk, Miura-kun. BJ isn't some kind of robot. This is just a spacesuit. Aliens come in all shapes and sizes.
Oh my god.
My guess is
Your
the
guess.
only thing inside that suit is BJ's brain.
What is... She's weird, but she's got an ass. That makes it even hotter.
I don't care who's responsible for creating the Sentinel. I need it to save my country. But what do I do? The circuit should have repaired itself by now. But I can't seem to reactivate it.
Yeah, I think that, I think Ogata did that. I think Ogata... That's what I'm saying! BJ's the important stuff.
Why are you searching for the Sentinel? What's your objective?
To uncover the truth.
The truth?
You wish to know where you came from. Do you not?
What are you talking about? I came from 1945.
Incorrect. Your log proves otherwise.
My log?
Yeah, show us.
This log. If you really have it, I'd like to see it.
Professor, I have switched over to a private channel. Professor Takamiya, can you hear me?
Is that...
Miura-kun?
Professor Takamiya.
I'm connected now. Thanks, Miura-kun.
What the heck?
Wait, hold on! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Hi, Chelsea. Everyone shut up! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Fuck! Okay, hold on. Hold on. That's going there for a second. Hold on. Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up!
What the heck? Yuki-chan?
Everything goes smoothly with the shuttle?
I was able to secure a seat thanks to you. It'll probably be the last shuttle. This place will be lost by tomorrow, too.
Has the front line advanced that much already?
Afraid so. If anything, they're picking up speed. Did Natsuno get out safely?
She arrived in Sector 4 about 5 hours ago.
Ah, so she's there with you. You know, you two... I never approved of your relationship.
What?
Mom! There's my girl. You know I'm only kidding. I didn't think you wanted to talk to me anymore.
Of course I do.
I'm sorry about all the trouble with your father. He and I haven't been on good terms since we split up.
Don't tell me it's Juro.
Okay, Mom. I want to be with you.
I know. Me too, Natchan.
Yuki-chan's my mom?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Professor Takamiya. The shuttle's about to take off.
All right. I'll see you at Sector 3 in 14 hours.
We'll be waiting for you at landing zone 10.
Looking forward to it.
The destruction is spreading. It's only a matter of time until the surface
Oh
is
yeah, we
lost.
so shouldn't have done this last night.
What the heck was all that?
Finish the story right now, then go spread your wild ass theories on stream for everyone to just see that and be crazy and like, what the fuck, that's gonna be on the internet forever.
Just a segment of the log I've retained.
I have to know. When was that log recorded?
2160, okay.
2188.
That doesn't make sense. How's this even possible? Yuki-chan's my mom in the future?
Fuck me running. Okay, hold on. If you listen closely, you can hear thousands of Yuri shippers audibly regretting their choices. Yeah, okay, so oh, sorry, important. Sorry. I'm like, I have one of the lions, so. That was my coach reaching out to me. Okay. Okay, cool. I love my coach. He's so badass. Okay. So glad I didn't ship that. And I'm always extremely like, so originally I was just kind of like, this would be funny, and then this would be funny, and then the thing, I'm glad you think that this is nice. It is fun, absolutely, but I'm just kind of like, at least you said hi in between braiding us for the evening, shut up. Yeah, okay. So originally I was like, cool, let's just start making jokes, right? And like, it's no big deal. And then like the story started, and then I know, well, because I'm really telling my brain to shut up, right? I'm like, and then we learned about Iori being Morimura, and I was just like, oh, that is a problem right there, because if Iori is Mamimura, then that means that there is huge possibility for this person to like also be an adult person. And then the thing with Amaguchi being Ida, right? It's Ida. Yeah, being Ida, I was like, this is gonna be a thing. And then, of course, because you're like, well, you know, if these people grew up, who's to say? And I'm glad that I've thought it, because it was still like, it's still a shock that, you know, Yuki is Natsuno's mom, but like, yeah, I'm like, so these people could be potentially like just mingling with their kids. Like they could have like parents in the future, right? Like they could be like parents in the future and then like go back to the past and just like, I don't know, maybe be hanging out with their kids, or like their kids could be like hanging out with them kind of thing. I'm like, damn. So yeah, now I'm kind of like, I'm curious to see, because like, you know, rip another headset. Hold on. Everyone shut up. Okay, hold on. We're bringing out the just chatting, because the board is not big enough. Okay, so got it. Okay, yeah, we got. Okay, I'm sorry, Jelly Bear. You have to. Okay, and enjoy my pajama ass. Okay, cause, right? Okay. So we have like. Professor Heizo, right? And the timeline flower needs to stay off to the side. Okay, hold on. Shit, damn it. Fuck. Okay. Got it. Okay. So we have like we still don't know who Professor Heizo is. Like, could it be like Juro Karabe / Izumi / just Juro? You know, could he be Professor Heizo? Or could he also be Natsuno's dad kind of thing? Like, you know, with Takamiya? Could that be a thing? Or, you know, like, who's to say that it's not either or? Maybe it's both, right? I'm still kind of like, I don't think Mamimura is a parent in this equation kind of thing, though it would not surprise me if she did turn out to be a parent. I really do fucking need a bigger board, but right now, this is like still slightly more easy for me to like lift and everything. So it's good. I still don't know about Goto. I feel like Goto is also just I don't know. I could see him being maybe Professor Doji, Heizo Doji. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't know, and I'm still like trying to figure out. Clearly, from the beginning, we kind of theorized that. Can we frame this board once we're done? I would absolutely frame it. I would, and we'll like. I'm still waiting for the red string. We'll get there eventually. Like I said, I want to unlock everyone's story first before we start red stringing it. You know, I feel like that's fair, right? I feel like that's fair because there's going to be a lot of shit, and we haven't even unlocked everyone yet. Because there's 13 of them, and we only have like what, 8? 7, 8 unlocked. Too many already, and I'm like, but yeah, it's fine. I feel like we need to learn more about them anyways before we can unlock the rest of them, because we unlock the rest of them, right? Like my veteran players can feel free to tell me that at least. Do we unlock the other ones, or am I just like waiting on the red string for no reason? Because if I'm waiting on the red string for no reason, then we're just gonna start working on the red string. Give the people what they want. But yeah, I wouldn't like, we kind of, at least I kind of figured from the beginning, there will be all 13 of them. Okay, cool. Exactly. So we're gonna wait for that, but don't worry. It is literally within reaching distance, and I have a pair of I took the pair of scissors down because we didn't have like, we haven't unlocked all 13, but I got it. It's bright red, so you have to see it, like, but we knew that Goto was also working with Morimura just for me anyways, like she's giving everyone pills, and he is also giving everyone pills. It's kind of like, if she ain't supplying, then he's gonna be supplying. We truly were the 3. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, also I got it backwards. Orange string, if you were like, if I'm like you. I got red since it's like the stereotypical board, and I wanted to do the Charlie meme. But I thought y'all would think it would be funny. But yeah, no, I got it backwards with the Natsuno and the Miura thing, because I was like, they got to be in the future, even though I'm like, what happened to his scar? Why doesn't he have it anymore? It didn't even fucking cross my mind, and like, I don't think anyone can really blame me right now, because there's just so much fucking going on that maybe they came from the fucking future and then worked up. I don't know. I was like, I don't believe for a goddamn second anymore. I was like, these people, we've said, or I've said 18,000 times that everyone is getting shipped to 1985. Something's happening in 1985. I don't know what the fuck it is, but everyone is in 1985 right now. Everyone is in 1985. I don't believe for a goddamn second that anyone actually originated in 1985. I keep thinking, okay, so maybe Yuki Takamiya, maybe she did. I'm like, not anymore. No, not really. Nope. I'm like, maybe in 2089, maybe, but that was, what year was it? Did they just say? Because I have 2187, it was 2188. I think that's what they said. I'm just like, no. And also, the thing is, too, is that BJ said that his friends died. His friends, Miura, was his Sentinel number 19 belonged to his friend, and his friend was deceased. So I'm kind of like, yeah. But Natsuno is saying that aliens are that I don't think. You love the thought process? Thanks. I feel like it's all over the fucking place and it's not coming out coherently. If anything, it's just, yeah. But yeah, I feel like Natsuno doesn't quite know what the fuck she's like on about, because she's like, my theory is that it's only his brain, which I'm like, you know what, Natsuno? You could be just like spitballing crazy ass shit, and we're all like, okay, and it actually happens, because that would be this game. But yeah, so does that make her an alien? They're all out in space. So is the space them? The space colony, I guess, the spaceship colony, are they the aliens because they no longer reside on Earth? You know? So is she now, like, if that makes you an alien, does that mean that she's classified as an alien along with him and Yuki Takamiya? So it's not like aliens in the traditional sense of the word. But then again, I'm also like, no, they would also have like legitimate, like not of Earth period, not humans, like those would be aliens because, you know, yeah. Natsuno writes fan fiction about real life. That's what I've been saying, my guy. Natsuno theory is that she's in the protagonist of the movie Short Circuit. Yeah, I'm kind of happy that she's able to live out her, you know, sci-fi movie dreams, but I'm still trying to figure out what makes a 13 Sentinels alien, right? Because we haven't gotten confirmation on that yet. Like we don't know what that is yet. And then the follow-up question is, okay, so that's a 13 Sentinels alien. Who is the alien now? Who are the aliens? And then who the fuck else are the androids? You know? Because, yeah, Kisaragi got turned into an android. Who else is an android? It looks like... Does that mean... Does the being the android... Well, she was AI. She was AI. That was something that we didn't write. That was Tamao Karabe. She was AI. And they said that because she was the test. Because in last night's alien torso mindfuckery, Ida was talking to Tamao Karabe, who was at that point AI, and he was like, we're gonna get you a body. But then later on, you know, when you do see Karabe, Tamao Karabe, Grandma Karabe, they're like, oh yeah, she's like 120 something years old, because of the nanomachine treatment. So is nanomachine treatment just mean that you're an android now? You know? There was something about nanomachines, period. So, like, I honestly would not be fucking surprised if, like, you know, they mentioned that people were disappearing at the beginning. I would not be surprised if, like, they disappeared and they got turned into the kaiju. You know how, like, in this is me, right? Okay, so I'm just, like, making connections. You know how in, like, Twilight Princess... with the Twily spirit monsters kind of thing that you have to defeat before the portal opens up, like they get turned, the people get turned into those monsters. Yeah, that's canon. That's not me just being ape shit, but like what if that kind of happens, like they disappeared and they got turned into the kaiju kind of thing, or they disappeared and I don't know. No, shut up. I know you've played it. I know you fucking played it. Don't even start. That's my favorite fucking game in the world. But yeah, like what? Because the disappearing people is not just some random thing. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, yes, that's what it was. Like maybe there's like an alien force kind of thing, because there is an alien spaceship underneath, right? Like I'm still kind of like, Ogata is either an alien or an android. There's no in between for me. Or even a fucking alien android. Like, why not? We're already this Delulu kind of thing. Like, I am fucking having a blast with this game. It's fantastic. I'm like, this is gonna be a 2-hour stream. I'm like, fuck, of course it is. I don't know. But yeah, because Ogata was also on the spaceship with Fuyusaka and Juro as well. Who, it looked like Juro had a thing for Fuyusaka and not Megami. Yeah. Which also kind of confused me too in the part where, yeah, we're gonna extend this to an hour. It's fine. An hour longer. I'm very curious about the Megami thing, because, like, you know, when she's holding Juro kind of thing at the end. Like, I know he asks her not to leave, but like, I didn't sense as much romance between the two of them, but maybe we'll see more of that. Again, I have the, I don't know, the relationship chart, just the are we dating, are we not kind of thing, that's all over the place for me. I am just gonna lose my shit if it's like, you know, oh, am like, you know, I'm dating my sister actually after all kind of thing, or like, oh shit, I totally kissed my mom because we're all like the same age in the 80s, and it's just like, what the fuck is going? That's gonna wig me out. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. That's not my scene. Yeah, exactly. But you see what I'm saying though, is they've all like fucking lost their memories kind of thing. And like Megumi's like, no, Juro and I were a thing, but Juro has a thing for Iori. So, but it's like, but he forgot. They forgot. Like the Miura and Natsuno thing. Exactly. It's like, it's not completely and totally out of the question. That's probably why Juro loses his shit. He finds out that he's like related to the person that he's, you know, eventually ends up, and he's like, oh, hell no. I would probably have my like fucking crazy villain arc too if that happens to me. Let's be real. And I can't necessarily blame him if that's what happens. Nope. I'm like, no, you get the villain pass. You know, it's like, yeah, I would fucking lose my collective shit too. Still gotta get that chair pad. Still gotta get that chair pad for my fucking carpet. Yes, exactly. No, I would be like, you know, scrubbing my body with acid soap kind of thing, and just like mouthwash for days, and just, all right, everyone's gonna die now. 2 kids gonna die tonight. Like, oh hell no. Nope. Anyways, the board's down. We're gonna, exactly. I'm like, you will wipe my memory, and you will tell me that this person is not good, and come up with like, yeah, he kills dogs in his spare time. I'd be like, say no more. We're good. I mean, that's not good, but oh no. There we go. I'm like, don't accidentally end stream. We just got finished with a tangent. We gotta make them believe that we're semi. Yeah, thank you. Awesome. I have questions about you. I've been having questions about you for a while now. All right. Are we locked out? No, we're not. Okay. Fuck me running. The scout from Nuts. Okay. We're gonna keep on with this real quick. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, yeah, mob unlocked. Who's the dad?
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same.
Miura's path is dangerous. Literally playing with fire. Just, I'm gonna play it. I know. I'm slightly triggered every time I hear the flames. I'm not gonna lie, but clearly I've been getting better since I don't like flinch or cry on stream. But like, oh my god. Fuck. No dad mentioned, but divorce is mentioned. Yeah, she said something about being distant with her father, or with Natsuno's father. So now I'm wondering if Juro maybe is the dad, or someone on this board is the fucking dad. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the thug, you know? What's his name? Ogata? I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Ogata. That would be fucking hysterical if it was the one that she's like constantly beating up. I'd be like, all right. Yeah, Ogata. Don't confirm or deny jack shit, Hemborger.
That scout unit is an alien from the future.
I don't think it's an alien.
At least that's what Natsuno
says.
It's... The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now?
Time travel.
All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit.
I feel like the future is your past. I feel like the future is your past. Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So someone of our 13 Sentinels is absolutely the father. I wouldn't be surprised. I think the future is his past. Also, there was that part where they were talking about how the whole Darth Vader thing. Not like 1000% Darth Vader, but they were like, yeah, a mad scientist like uploaded his consciousness into a robot, which I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if BJ ended up being that robot, or it's just like android, you know? I don't know.
She's from 19. She seems to know about the existence of other Sentinels. Is that how she's able to travel through time? Maybe there's another way. In any case, she appears to be a central figure in all this. Could she still be at school?
We're gonna go there eventually, but I want to read everything. Yeah, there was a the future is your past, me whispering bullshit to my dog at 3 a.m. Fucking honestly, you whispering bullshit, me streaming, it's all the same, right? Darth, yeah. It was a movie. It was a movie they were talking about. They were like, it's gotta be a thing. I'm having more fun with this tassel just being here. I'm just kind of like, yee. I wouldn't be surprised, BJ, if that was that. If yeah.
Despite a catastrophic, it seems to have entered almost.
Yep.
Those meatballs. I've never had it. Enough. This is no time to be.
It is time.
Before the war, my uncle gave a story about trap. It only ever to think it. If she's, I have no idea. She's either a or. I don't care who's responsible. I needed to save my. But what do? The circuit should have repaired. But I can't. Our mother's terrible. I'd never seen it.
It's just there's a.
Chihiro took it with her.
There's another green bar, so.
I checked the library, but in all of history, not in the U.S. What was that?
Okay, so I guess it was just Natsuno. Do the Natsuno thing. I just want to make sure.
1980. She seems to. Is that how? Maybe the. In any case, could she still be?
I don't feel like she's. Well, I mean, I guess it's central to his. Central figure in his personal debacle. He's also like, yes, I get to bone with the booty cheeks. I mean, I get to yakisoba pan with the hamburger. Hey, can I talk to you?
Oh, Miura-kun.
Hey, you're talking to Kyubey.
Megumi-san.
You know where the track room is?
Yes.
Oh, right. Have you seen Jiro around anywhere?
No.
No.
I see. Maybe he went home already. For dinner tonight,
More hamburger?
what should I make?
Natsuno-san. Get it together.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
I have more Those meatballs. I've never. Enough. This is no time.
Just ask for the hamburger.
We could have hamburger.
Again?
No, that's all right. I'm fine with anything.
Well, let's see. We've had nothing but meat these last few days. I think I want to make some fish for Jiro. Okay, I better run to the store. I'll see you later.
But my hamburger. My hamburger! Going in. Also, I like that Kyubey runs. His name is Kyubey. I don't give a shit. I love that Kyubey, like, he goes wide-eyed whenever he sees Miura and leaves.
Natsuno-san's over there.
Yep. Yeah, UFO wars. Yeah. I lost it. I lost it. Fuck, I was gonna say a thing and then I lost it. Yeah, it's Kyubey. It definitely is. Excuse me. Nope.
You again.
Hi.
Minami isn't here today.
Oh, well, fuck.
Must have been really important. She even ditched practice.
Is that so?
Hey, are you Minami-san's boyfriend?
How far have you two gone?
Ah!
What? No. You've got it all wrong.
Yeah, you do. But I would like to go far. Just saying.
Do you happen to know where she went?
All she
Hey!
said was that she was in a hurry. But I don't know where she went.
I
You
know
in the
where.
back? Where'd you go?
She went over to Tokisaka Shrine.
What's she doing there?
Not sure. I didn't ask.
Something about BJs and shit? Wait! I saw you! Fuck.
Tokisaka Shrine, huh? That's where I first met her.
Yep.
But it was back in my own era.
Well, maybe she could take you back to, yeah.
Amazing. The shrine's hardly changed at all. The surrounding thicket, on the other hand, that has changed considerably.
But no, wait, hold on. Shidanome. That was her name. She was
I
there.
don't see Natsuno-san anywhere. I wonder if she's hiding behind the trees again. What I'd give to see that.
Okay. Hey, careful the bubble. The bubble of destiny. The bubble of doom. The bubble of zappy zap zap zap.
No luck. We couldn't find it.
Hey, you want to tell me how to, yeah, you got here?
What could be?
You just spawned in the middle of the street.
Natsuno-san.
Whoa!
Oh shit, they saw it. Yeah, you're in the middle of the fucking street.
Whoa! Hey! What are you doing outside?
What are you doing just zapping here in the
And
middle of the
why
street?
Are you here of all places?
He wants to go home.
Natsuno-san, what was that just now?
Time travel.
There was a big flash of light and you just appeared. Just like when I came to this era in my Sentinel.
Yeah, take me home.
Same flash of light and everything. Come to think of it, this happened at the shrine back when we first met, too. There was a similar flash, almost like
I don't know why she's
lightning.
freaking out because she already showed him the
I get
robot.
it now. You have to come here to travel through time.
What do we do, BJ?
Tell him the fucking
Please
truth.
tell me what's going on.
I don't know why
I
it's that
just wanna go
outlandish to,
home.
yeah. Like, why are we... She don't know me, she don't know anyone. Yeah, I like, because I wrote it down on the board, let's be real here. I'm like, the cheat sheet over here. No, like, why are they freaking out about it? Like, why is she freaking out about it? She already showed him the fucking robot. She knows that he time traveled too. Like, why? Maybe BJ told her not to.
Are you just going to leave your Sentinel behind?
Oh,
Valid
yeah,
question.
That's how you got here. What are you going to do with it?
I'm trying to get back into it. Chihiro.
I'll figure out how to deal with the Sentinel later. It's Chihiro, my little sister.
Yeah,
If
she,
there's any chance she made it out of that hell alive, then I have to find out.
okay, yeah, earlier I was giving her...
Okay, that makes sense. BJ, think you can make it happen?
Earlier I was kind of giving Yori shit. Not shit, but I was like, why didn't she recognize him? Obviously, none of these fuckers can remember Jack and or shit. Kind of playing into my whole, you know, wouldn't it suck if it was like, oh my god, I kissed my sister? Yeah, that. Also, that begs the question, are they actually siblings? Hold on. No, that is actually a good question. Hold on. So... are they actually siblings? Because if he's from the future... Hold on. Hold on. He's from 2187? Right? That's what we established? The future is his past? It's possible. So, like, if... he's from the future, and then he got zippity zaps to, you know, 1940, 45, 46? 1945. It's possible that... No, not Miura and Natsuno, Chihiro. It's possible that Chihiro isn't his sister. Like, I think that it is because they look similar, but Like, it's possible that she's not. It's possible that she is. I don't believe for a second that she's Goto's sister. I don't believe that for a fucking second. There is, like, more to Goto than meets the eye, right? I think that's a fucking lie, though. They may not be siblings, because whenever they mentioned... It's the whole thing when he said that, Professor Kurabe, Granny Kurabe, was Chihiro's mentor, is apparently Professor Chihiro's mentor. It's the fact that he addressed her as Professor Chihiro and not my sister. Or Chihiro. It was, Professor Morimura. Professor Morimura's mentor. That's what's making me question the legitimacy of their siblingness. Their being siblings. Jesus.
Please.
But if he got, you know, like the memory wipe kind of thing and was just like, this is your sibling, that would make sense.
That data unit. So it was with Natsuno Minami all this time.
Okay, so she knows what the fuck is going on. Because she's been trying to get into contact with Amaguchi and shit. Right? Right, that's her?
Back? Is it really that easy to travel through time?
Pretty cool, huh?
You could have told me this, and I could have been here so much earlier, but no! You were just like, let's hide the fact that I'm doing BJ! Like, you just, fuck that shit!
We have the power to travel freely through time. Can't I just send the Sentinel back to before the war starts?
Nope, that's impossible. We can't just
Pray
jump
tell.
around as far as we want. We can only travel 40 years at a time. Besides, this is as far back in the past as we can go.
I see. That's unfortunate.
So, we did a good job with our 40 years. This is it. This is where we stop. Okay, so I'm not gonna pull up the 1945, 1944. I think this was 1945. We started back in 1944, but they jumped to 1945. Okay. The theory crafting begins. It's been going on. If it just now starts beginning, then I'm fucked, because my brain is already like, why? Like, I'm glad you're having fun, but also why? You care too much. Just let it, just let it happen.
All right, let's go.
Okay, yeah, the crater in the earth. Let's start there.
She's most likely at an evacuation shelter. If not, then I might find her at the Kurabe's house.
Move out. I'm wondering about the 40 years. Yeah, those kaiju are just sitting there.
What's going on?
Is it because this is like the...
The place is deserted. The factory and station are both empty. Radios are down. No one's answering. Where is everyone?
I'm wondering if this is the end point, because this is where, like, they... Why 40 years apart?
You see that?
Yep.
It's that creature.
Okay, so that thing is an alien weapon, and it's here to invade Earth. The Sentinels were created to fight them off. This is just like what happened in the city from the future. After the aliens invaded, everyone was gone. Wait. If people are disappearing in the past, what's happening to everyone in my era?
kaiju aren't secret US military weapons. They're alien invaders from the future. And the Sentinels are the tools we need to defeat them.
I think there are other aliens besides just the kaiju. I think there are other aliens outside the kaiju. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Earth was battlegrounds. You know? Like, between two alien forces. So if Chihiro actually disappeared, then I guess that negates what I said about, you know, them being turned into, like, kaiju and shit. Because Chihiro is fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Except I have, well, no, because she was mentioned there too. She's, like, in every fucking timeline. Like, has been explicitly stated in every fucking time, or, like, time period. Every of the 40-year periods. Chihiro Everywhere system. Yeah, it's the, forget the fucking cat distribution center. It's the Chihiro distribution center. Like, holy fuck. It has crossed my mind. Again, don't say a goddamn thing. Don't even emoji it. Don't even heart it. Don't even, just don't. It has crossed my mind that it's like a whole fucking Nurse Joy thing. Where there's, like, you know, 18 billion different Nurse Joys kind of thing, and you tell them apart by, like, the cross on there. Yeah, you know, it's like Nurse Chihiro. Yeah. That's crossed my mind. I don't know.
That's...
Oh! Okay, so she's still there.
Tamao-san!
Hey!
What happened?
Vital signs are failing.
Oh, fuck.
Condition is too critical for life support.
Tamao-san, where's Chihiro?
Chihiro-chan is...
No. Yeah! 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 Yeah, yeah!
Koto-san, what are you doing?
Being a prick!
Let me go!
Yeah, let her go!
Please calm down, Miss Morimura.
Chihiro-chan! Where do you plan on taking her?
I apologize for what I've done to you. But you have no reason to worry.
I have my concerns!
Wait.
Goto.
Yeah!
The one who was giving you medicine.
Yeah!
Tamao-san!
What?
She disappeared.
Universal control has shifted her.
Does that mean the aliens got her?
Probably. It's likely that everyone is being held there
Yeah, okay.
until this world comes to an end.
That was another theory of mine. Was that everyone was kind of being held hostage or being held at a safe place. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, okay, again, going on, she really did fucking despawn. Like, yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I know, like, can you please? So, this... Yeah, she really just fucking did despawn. That was another thing too. Was like, are they holding them hostage, or is there like a safe space where, like, you know, they're getting taken, where all of these people are getting taken because the world is coming to an end? You remember how like 20 minutes ago I was like, I think maybe they could possibly be the aliens because they were in the giant spaceship kind of thing, like the giant spaceship colony. I wouldn't be surprised if that was universal control and they were just like, that is where shit's happening, you know? Like that, the spaceship land, spaceship colony is universal control. And so everyone is just being like harvested there. Not harvested, but you know what I'm saying. Actually, you know what? They could be harvested. Fuck! Yeah, see? Why don't you trust Goto? That right there! Kidnapping! And then he killed her? Did I get that right? Is that a safe assumption? Yeah, we're not playing your story yet. Fuck, God, we can still keep going. Your story is very fucking important. All of their stories are fucking important, but like...
Chihiro.
He left and then she died in a different place. You are right. But he did... So you assume that she just died of kaiju injuries? Dude, I fucking adore Miura. Are you kidding me? He's great. Yeah, I noticed that, but he did say, I'm sorry about what I did to you. And she was kind of like, oh God, kind of thing, so... I don't know.
Renya Goto. He's the one who took Chihiro from me.
Yeah, he
might be the same guy that Tamao-san gets her pills from.
I 1000% agree. He apologized for whatever was up with the pills, you think? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because I don't know, whenever Tamao was talking about how, like, the other pills, like, were helping her kind of thing, and then whatever the hell he gave her instead started fucking with her, he's like, this is how it needs to be, you know, whatever. Or maybe you're right. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the apology more was for kidnapping Chihiro. Like, I think that's what it was. I think the medicine, like I said before, I think Goto and Chihiro / Mamimura have been working together. Now he said, I apologize for what I've done to you. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, in the, like, he had her underneath her arm. It makes me believe that he forcibly took her from Tamao. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, I'm just gonna punch you in the face a little bit, or like, or something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure, it will be told to us, but I don't believe that was a genuine, I'm sorry. It's just kind of like, this is the way it has to be. Or he's like, you know, just so detached from like what is happening right now. It's like, I'm doing this for the greater good. Kind of sucks to suck. I'm gonna say that I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do this anyway and not really feel, I don't know. He just... Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gonna go fuck you up for my sister.
That unit is an alien from the future. At least that's what Natsuno-san says. The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now?
Again, I think that's your past. I think.
All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit. According to Natsuno-san, a boy named Renya Goto attends school in this era. He can apparently travel through time too.
Yeah, but how?
And BJ said he's from 80 years in the future.
Fuck. I need to start writing down their, like, dates next to them.
Back in 1945, everyone mysteriously vanished. But here in 1985, 40 years later, there's no historical evidence or impact from that event.
Yeah, exactly. Which
reminds me of a concept I read about in a science book.
Is it the time flower?
The idea of two similar parallel worlds.
Tamao was in poor health to begin with, so it might also be that she was already injured by kaiju by the time Renya got there and took away the child, and those injuries along with her shitty health to begin with just caused her to collapse and die. Again, I don't know. I haven't played this game. If you know what's going on, don't let me know. I like having my brain broken as I try and figure this shit out.
According to the history of this era, it has indeed been 40 years. But this era doesn't seem to be based on the era I'm from. The two aren't connected. Perhaps this isn't really time travel after all. According to the history of this era, it has indeed been 40 years. But this era doesn't seem to be based on the era I'm from. The two aren't connected. But this era doesn't seem to be based on the era I'm from. The two aren't connected. The idea of two similar parallel worlds. There's no historical evidence or impact from that event. The two aren't connected. But this era doesn't seem to be based on the era I'm from. Perhaps this isn't really time travel after all.
No, that was not why Goto was giving her pills to begin with. That was not. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't recall. I was like, we haven't gotten there at least, if that's the case, but no, that was not why he was giving her pills at all. Bro, I came for the countertops too, and now I'm just like, so another theory, you know, we established, you know, we did. Excuse me while I just go back here real quick. Excuse me, pardon me. Hi guys, hi. It's good to see you guys. We're gonna take a quick break, and by take a quick break, I mean there's no break at all. There's no fucking break. There's just theorizing, all right? With this right here, we haven't even gotten the string. We haven't even gotten the string. All right, look. Okay, so here, listen. So we talked about our little time flower, right? You know, the little time flower. It's still here. Someone's like, I'm gonna get this tattooed on my wrist after this is done. You're right, you should, because it's this time flower. I'm kidding. No, but like. So we talked about like multi and pocket dimensions kind of thing, like a multiverse kind of thing, or like multiple timelines. I guess the multiple timelines is the multiple dimensions kind of thing, right? And time travel. I think that what's the time flower? The time flower, my friend. Okay, so not originally, one of our theories, because there are 8 billion theories, there are no breaks. Yeah, exactly. There are no breaks. There are none. We're speeding downhill, down a mountainside on a fucking unicycle. That's it. We don't even have pedals. Like, we're done. Yeah. So, oh no. Our ad's starting now! Okay, cool. Great. If you get the conspiracy red, if I get the conspiracy red string, then this board will be what? Then this board will be what? Yeah, we have the conspiracy red string, but the thing is I haven't unlocked all 13 of our people yet. I only have part of them unlocked. When we get all 13 people on this motherfucking board, or like they are, but once we get all 13 fucking people unlocked, that's when we're gonna start adding our conspiracy string, because that is our destiny. And look, if we're gonna have a conspiracy board, we're gonna fucking do it properly, all right? It's happening. So like so what if, just hear me out, what if, Thank you for the sub, by the way. Thank you so much. Thank you. Apparently I need to pull out more red string. No, so with that magical thing, how it's not even the same timeline because all these squares make a circle. It all comes together, right? Oh, fuck. Okay. So what if there is like time travel, but it is also multiple dimensions and they're like, hold on. So we got, so we have the time flower, which I still think I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of these, but you have all of these timelines, right? You have timeline 1, timeline 2, timeline 3, however fucking many timelines, right? But then you've also got time travel and interdimensional time hopping. So you have like, you know, let's go with like 40 down here, the 80s, the zeros, the you know, all that good stuff, right? So see that? Can you kind of see that? You know, you know what I'm saying? But you have someone from over here that they're like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna time travel, but in some fucking cosmic force that is 13 Sentinels. I did break out the notepad, Chelsea. I've broken this out because I'm like, the time flower may not just be the only thing, right? What if they're also, it's time hopping, but they're also like, yeah, where I'm going to this dimension, you know? So it's like, what if we're going between different dimensions? Like, you know, we have like the 80s went from over here. We end up in the 80s in this time, and it just goes all the way, not even the stuff there, but like goes back to this one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is multiple dimensions and there is time hopping, but I was wondering about that too, because a whole bunch of people would have been like missing, you know, and nobody talked about that. And I was wondering about that too, because a lot of people were missing, you know, and it was just like, oh, it's no big deal. And I was like, okay, so maybe they just blew that off as like, these are all the people that died in the war kind of thing. But yeah, the time travel thing, Limitless Lager, did you get to catch all of that or no? I'm sorry if you didn't, but like, what if that is a thing that is happening? And the time, don't worry, we didn't do the time flower, but that was my theory. We've got multiple timeline, a new theory, multiple timelines, and they're not just time traveling back to one period. They're going back and forth between different dimensions and shit. The time flower was the original one for that. The time flower was, we've got one timeline, right? And then, because again, shit like that. We have one timeline, but they're going back and they're doing like little time pockets. So an event happens like, so by your theory, the reason why Keitaro's era doesn't seem to match 85 is because he is dimension hopping. I think he's dimension hopping and time travel hopping as well. I think it's one and the same. Like, we have time periods that are 40 years apart. What if it's because, oh my God, hold on. Oh my God. What the 40 years apart, what if it's because that's the only time portal that opens up in these different dimensions? Holy shit, hold on. Oh my God. So yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. So yeah, so we have, oh my God. So we have the 40s is where that one opens. That one's a timeline. The 80s. Oh my, holy shit. Oh my God. Hold on. No. Hold on. Yeah, I'm like, hold on. The 20, I'm just gonna put 25. Y'all are seeing what I'm saying, right? But they're not, it's not time hopping. It's not time skipping. It's not time travel. It's, oh my fucking Christ. It's not time travel, it's dimensions. So you have one timeline open up here in the 40s. Yeah, no, well, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just him saying that. Like, when it's like there's two, I'm like, there's not just two. If they're doing this, there's multiple. So it's not just, okay, where the fuck is my time flower? I lost my time flower. Fuck. Okay, but yeah, no. So no, it's right here. So the original one was it's one timeline. An event happens here, like in the 40s, and so they're basically creating like a new branch of reality, so that way they can fix. Can y'all see that? The original one was again one branch of reality. Like this is like the 40s right here. New pocket of reality, so that way they can end it, you know, they can fix that time period. But then there's something up here where it's like, you know, it's like different, they're like several different leaves, and then there's whatever is happening up here they haven't been able to fix. I don't know, there's like, they keep trying over and over and over again. So maybe it's not a time flower, maybe it's like, you know, a time vine kind of thing. But the point is, the point is they're trying to get to this right here, and they keep having to go over and over and over and like fix these things so that way their timeline can be okay. So that was the original one. Fuck, we need a bigger board. Okay. And then it was, we're now hopping between like that. I feel like one of these is actually more accurate. My flower looks like a butterfly on a stick. Well, I only drew 4. I can do a couple more if that's what you feel like. But yeah, no, so then it was, what if it's like, you know, multiple timelines, maybe multiple different realities kind of thing, and they're just like hopping in between? That feels like it could happen. But I also feel like the other one too, where they're just gates. They're just fucking gates. So there's multiple realities, but it's like one only has a time portal open up in the 40s. Another one only has a time portal open up in the 80s. Another one only has a time portal open up in like, you know, 2020. You see what I'm saying? So they're like, it is all like the same kind of world, but you know, it's just different shit has happened at different times. I'm feeling like, again, I really hate the fucking timeline. So kind of like diagonal, not necessarily diagonal. Like, so if like, you know, it's not limited to like, oh, only the 40s can go to the 80s kind of thing, but we end up like, you know, yeah, lots of crisscrossing. It's not diagonal. It's not specifically limited to like diagonal, but it's like when you want to go, like, you're stuck in this one, but if I wanted to go, you know, they're thinking that they're like the 40s, we're just going to call it like the 40s timeline. They're thinking, oh, I want to go up to like 2025 in my timeline. But what they're not realizing is whenever they time travel, they're actually going to like, the portal actually pops them out in the 2025 timeline. Does that make sense? So it's a different dimension altogether. It's not in their timeline. It's in a different dimension. It is a different period. It like, yes, it is in 2025, but it's in the like a different timeline. Does that make sense? You know? Because they're talking about how like you have to go through this gate if you want to time travel. So, and it's so far we've only seen that one point. I don't know how the Sentinels are doing it, but so far it's like one point with this one gate. Who's to say that like, you know, there isn't like only one, you know, there's only one point for that world. Is that making any sense? Or am I just like officially off the deep end right now with you guys as far as I'm like, I feel like that makes sense. At least in my head, that makes sense. I feel like either one of those could be a thing. So like maybe again, there are multiple dimensions, and whenever they time travel, they're actually getting like, I mean, I appreciate you refusing to share thoughts on this because you know what's going on. But like, I feel like that's a thing. I feel, because again, that's been on our bingo board. Our bingo card is multi or pocket dimension on top of time travel. So why the fuck wouldn't it be like, you know, we're time traveling between multiple dimensions? I think the pocket, I think the flower timeline, I think the pocket timeline or dimension or pocket dimension is officially out. I'm keeping it on the board. I'm not tossing anything out, but I also feel like, yeah, no, we're time hopping between like multiple dimensions, or, you know, each time period is limited to one dimension. each time period gets its own dimension. So it's not like you can pick whatever. It's just, yeah. The other thing that I was also thinking, I'm just gonna go ahead and make like a little flower with that. We'll pop these out later, but this is our little. We now have a 3-leaf clover of what the fuckery. The other theory too was there. Look, when I commit, all right. But I have theory, like I have theories. I want to like get them out there. I'm like, oh god. The other thing too was, maybe are they battling each other? Are the multiple dimensions battling each other? So they're all trying, because that could be a thing. So are the multiple realities? Oh no, that's it. Yeah, no. Once I'm fucking stubborn like that. So my question now is this too: is so we've had again with the timelines. We've had one timeline, right? It's all going up to this point. Hold on. Just hold on. No, scratch that one for now because I can't articulate that one properly. That one hasn't even like that one hasn't even properly formed in my head just quite yet. That one's an inkling. That one's gonna stick off to the side. Right now we have like a dandelion stem, and that's where it's gonna go right now. But I actually like the dandelion theory, because hold on, I'm gonna figure out how to articulate that one in like multiplayer kaiju. Yeah, so I'm like, what? So I keep coming back around to Zelda because that is my thing. Like I come from Hyrule, or like an island off of the shores of Hyrule. It's kind of my life. So you know how in the Zelda timeline, which I don't believe in because it's crazy, but like you know how we get here and then you get to Ocarina of Time and then you have 3 branches that are crazy, like. The hero wins, the hero loses, and then the hero stays. You know, like he wins and goes back in time, he loses, and then he stays in that timeline kind of thing. What if it's like that, but they're all trying to get back onto one? So by them time, like does that make sense? Yeah, I don't even get me started on that, because that can be an entire stream in itself, but it's whatever. Yeah, what if because of like whatever the fuck happens, we've created like multiple timelines and we're all just trying to be the one that gets the timeline back on track, if that makes sense. So like instead of like the Zelda timeline, that one can go away because it's the Zelda timeline. But we have like the 13 Sentinels timeline, and then like that shit happens, and then they go back in time. But when they keep going back in time, it's kind of like, you know, they're all trying to fix it. So we've got all these little spaghetti noodles, all these little timelines kind of shit, and they're all just trying. Maybe they're like battling each other and like trying to get back on track. They're trying to be the one, you know. If you stop trying to mush them together into a coherent timeline, it checks out. Thank you. But again, I'm not going to talk about that one because I can spend an entire fucking 5-hour stream just talking about why I don't believe in it enough. Yeah. Yeah, no. We're again, Zelda timeline, different thing. We're on 13 Sentinels, but like regular Sonic and Adventure Sonic are still different characters to me. We're getting lost. Hold on. I brought up other video games timelines. I'm like, oh fuck, we shouldn't have done that. But yeah, so what if the other? I'm gonna do a little. So, multiple. I'm gonna put multi-dimension, and then I'll also put time travel as well. Fighting it out. What if? What if they are actually battling each other it out, trying to continue their own timeline? You know, it's like only one timeline can survive. I don't know what this cataclysmic thing was that happens, but maybe only one timeline can survive. Maybe like multiple dimensions are fighting one another. I don't know. We now, by the way, have a full 4-leaf clover going on over here, because this is going on the 4-leaf clover pin right here, which again kind of brings us back to the 4-leaf clover thing. Yeah, we're just gonna make our own little cluster right here. We need a bigger board. I think Crispy and I are gonna go get another board this weekend after I do my lion dancing performance, because this is fucking wild. Or at least a white board. I don't know. That looks like an abstract frog drawing. All right, cool. Ace Sekigahara said in his prologue he was from a different... Exactly. So again, we knew that there were multiple or pocket dimensions. We knew that there was time travel because they are time traveling all over the place, but what if, like, several different theories. What if each timeline is like we only have one gate in each era, so they're having to cross through different ones and they're fucking shit up left and right. But then that also leads to the question, why is there only one of them in each era kind of thing? Or like, actually that's not true. That's not true at all. Like, what? That's not true. Because there are multiple. I guess the question is, why haven't they run into their like similarly aged selves yet? If that makes sense. Because it looks like there are multiple Mamimoras. We know that. I'm wondering if, like, you know, we're all, again, we talked about how they end up in like the 80s. Everyone's ending up in the 80s. What if it's because like, the 80s timeline is the one, is so far the only one. No, there's still a percentage left on it. It's just, the thing about the time travel, what he just said, it fired off a whole bunch of neurons all at once, and I was just like, okay, all right, here we go. This is wild. Yeah, it's just what he said. I was just kind of like, all right, we actually have to put a pin in this, because he just theorized, and I'm like, this, if I don't write this down right fucking now, it's all gonna get jumbled, and those are my theories. Those are possibilities. Those are possibilities. I don't know if they're valid ones, but fuck. Let me just pause that. Okay, so we're gonna consider stuff.
Goto. He's the one who took Chihiro from me. If he's in 1985, then Chihiro will be with him. Even if I do bring the Sentinel back home, how can I bring myself to fight? The ones I swore to protect are gone.
I also feel Miura is one of your favorite stories because of how batshit it is. Yeah. I mean, dude, this one and Amaguchi like fucking busted me. This one is just kind of like, all right, Theory Central, let's do it.
Our mother's terrible at sewing, but I'd never seen her struggle. It's pieced together with even still. Chihiro took it with her. The kaiju are their alien and
yeah.
The Sentinels are the tools we need.
Okay, hold on.
Need to defeat them.
I also believe that
could he be at the school?
I don't know.
I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find him. And I'm going to get Chihiro back.
Is this where I have to...
Get it together. She's
okay.
I admit.
Did I just skip over her? Okay, cool.
Could he be at
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Going to...
Ooh. This was supposed to be a short stream. Oh.
Renya Goto is Natsuno-san's senpai.
Uh-huh.
He also attends the school in 1985.
Yeah.
And according to BJ, he's from even further into the future.
Yeah. We haven't... 13 Sentinels should never be a short stream. Yeah, that is on me. Cube. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Then there's also like there's the whole witch thing. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. We'll get there. It's good. Can I go this way? No? Just this way? Awesome. Hey.
Miura-kun.
Natsuno-san. Thanks, but I'm fine. In fact, I came here to find Renya Goto. But I have no idea what he looks
Did I miss something? Okay,
like
cool.
or how he dresses. Could you point him out to me?
That might be a little tough. Goto-senpai hasn't been back on campus. I asked around and no teacher knows where he lives.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah. Did I skip something? I feel like I skipped something.
Oh, Natsuno-chan.
Miwako!
Done with practice already?
Oh, you have that picture of Goto-senpai, right? The one you took when he wasn't looking?
Hey! Not so loud!
Jesus.
Sorry. So do you have it?
Yeah.
Yes, this is it! Miura-kun!
She printed it out and everything.
Look, I've got a picture of Goto-senpai.
Oh my god.
Pardon my interruption.
He's the tall guy in the back.
This here is Renya Goto? The one with the glasses?
Yep, that's him.
You ran into
Thanks,
him though.
Miwako.
How could this be? The man I saw at the park was Renya Goto.
Yeah.
The
but
bastard who kidnapped Chihiro.
that was too big to be a Polaroid. That was way too big to be a Polaroid. I mean, you're right, but like, again, I was thinking like Polaroid, like he said. But that was too big.
Chihiro? It really is you, isn't it? Please say something.
I'm fine.
I found this. It survived the air raid. I meant to give it back to you earlier. This is your favorite stuffed animal, isn't it?
I'm not gonna fucking cry.
Big brother.
Don't lose it again, all right?
I won't.
Chihiro, it really is you. I'm so relieved you're safe.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And I know that he's giving her those pills. And he's an evil bastard to me right now. I'm not okay. I'm fine.
I suppose it's true. It's not like my memories were displaced. My blissful dependency as your little sister. It's become part of my identity. Denial can cause enormous strain to one's psyche.
Chihiro?
Now,
Are you okay?
Better than okay. I've regained my original memories. I'm Chihiro Morimura.
Morimura?
You're the one who insisted on keeping that a secret. Yet you gave it away in the end.
It's you.
Sometimes a bold change in plans is necessary. You'd know that better than anyone. Wouldn't you, Goto-kun?
Now,
I didn't expect to see you here.
what the fuck do you mean you didn't expect?
Anya Goto, what the hell did you do to Chihiro?
You know, when I was like, he gave her the pills, I was talking about the forget me pills, not the remember everything pills.
I don't appreciate the hostility.
You're gonna get
What you
hostility.
see here is Chihiro in her original state.
Don't.
She was never your little sister to begin with.
Shut up. I'm not listening to a word you say.
That confirmed it.
I won't forgive you. And I will avenge Tamao-san.
I believe you misunderstand the situation.
You wanna explain it to me?
Chihiro, listen
Maybe?
to your big brother and come with me. We're going.
Where exactly? Back to 1945 where no one's left? Don't you see? It doesn't matter where we run.
Can someone explain what's going on?
If we have any hopes of preventing the loop, we need to prioritize gaining control over all systems.
And that right there is why the time flower is still on the fucking board. That right there is why the time flower is still on the fucking board. They keep talking about the goddamn loop and they haven't brought it up for a while. Are there multiple time flowers?
You've always been the dependable type. You used to be an excellent design engineer.
What are you talking about?
I'll always be on your side, Chihiro. That's what you told me, remember? So please, cooperate.
What did you do to her?
Is everything prepared, Goto-kun?
What are you doing?
Already.
What's going on?
Good.
What's going on?
Then I shouldn't waste any more time.
Let's
Let's hurry.
Chihiro,
wait. Wah! Wait a second!
Bother.
get out of my way.
I don't like you.
Chihiro is coming with me.
You are too goddamn cryptic for your own
She's
good.
being targeted for assassination. And I highly doubt you have the capacity to protect her.
What? Who would...
A Sekigahara. Should you decide to cooperate, let me know.
Sekigahara. Did he travel through time too? Is that how he got here?
All right, hold on. 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 Ooh. It's fine.
Tamao-san. The military police are gone for now.
How are things looking?
They're searching for Kiriko-san.
Kiriko. Who the fuck is Kiriko? You're not on my board. Who is Kiriko? Oh, thank you. Got it. Yeah, down here. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Thanks. Cool. Yeah, bottom. Yep, got it. Yeah.
They're searching for
I can't believe she's a spy.
They seem to think she's associated with him. He must have dragged her into this. I just don't understand. Why protect a wanted man?
That woman... Her name isn't Kiriko Doji. And she doesn't come from this world.
Alien? Yeah. There's so much going on the board that the bottom right corner was totally glossed over.
You're a lunatic.
I don't get it. What could she want with the Sentinel?
You know about the Sentinel? You really are a spy.
If she were to try and escape, she'd likely use the gate. If we leave now, we might be able to catch up to her.
Sekigahara-san, please, I have to know the truth. I was told that my parents aren't really my parents, and that I was brought here from the future.
Is that what Kiriko Doji told you?
I don't know why she'd lie, but I think that explains the dreams I keep having.
She's tampered with your memories.
He's out of his mind. Don't listen to a word he says to Mao-san. We should just turn him in.
Keitaro-san, please. I don't want it to come to that.
Keitaro? As in Keitaro Miura?
I think you need to back away.
How the hell do you know my name?
I think you need to back away. I think you need to leave.
I see. So it's you.
What are you on about now?
You and I have been fighting alongside each other.
I've never seen you before in my life.
The Miura of this era hasn't. The Miura of the future has.
Fuck me running.
The future?
Yes. He no longer has his physical body.
Okay.
His consciousness is currently stored inside a scout unit.
All right. Okay.
Then Keitaro-san is...
One and the same.
I've had enough of this nonsense. You, come with me. I'm taking you in.
Don't move.
Sekigahara-san!
You bastard.
Like you said, I'm out of my mind. Poison is coursing through my brain as we speak.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know, I actually do think the fire ambience in the background really does. It is perfect representation of what the fuck is going on in my brain right now. You remember that scene in SpongeBob where they find dining and breathing, that episode, and he's like, where is this? And they're like looking through all of the file cabinets and shit in his brain, and they're like running around and everything's on fire. That's this game. Yeah, that's going through my brain right now. Yeah, that one. Christ on a stick. Okay. I'm just gonna save this real quick. 'Cause, okay. No one right now. Yeah, it's still a short stream. I'm like, it's still under 3 hours to me. That's still a relatively short stream. So what was that about? Other people not? Well, okay, no. Yeah, see, I said never mind on that one because Iori and Mamimura are just running into each other left and right. I mean, for fuck's sake, Mamimura is teaching Iori. Like, that's why I was like, never mind. It was just... Yeah, I guess it was basically identical versions of them. I'm hanging in there. Thank you for asking. So... For fuck's sake. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm just bumping into my desk and it's like vigorously shaking. Okay, this is good. So that would explain. The board is intimidating now. I know, I'm just kind of like, so I'm wondering if train of thought. Tomi Kisaragi was put into an android. Half an android. Tamao Karabe, we haven't really seen Tamao Karabe post nanomachine treatment except for on a phone call, which that could be AI. What if the nanomachine shit fails, right? But they have everyone's, like, I would not think that it would be too far off to say that everyone's consciousness gets uploaded into a computer to, you know, be preserved to keep fighting. I wouldn't be surprised if... I'm trying to figure out who BJ is, because BJ is someone, and I firmly believed from the get-go that BJ is... Like, as soon as the thought, or the thought was planted in our heads, like the mad scientist who went and put his consciousness into a robot, that's been firmly in my head that BJ is one of these people. And now it's no longer limited to Juro. Originally it was Juro, but now, yeah, it would make sense that with that information, that if Miura, his, you know, consciousness was uploaded into a scout robot, which is what BJ is, I think it would make sense to... I think they're the Sentinels. I think they're the Sentinels. I think that's what it is, what they are. I think that's what it is. Beitaro Jira. You're right. No, I think that's what it is, because... Or at least part of them are the Sentinels, because whenever they're, like, at the very beginning when she's like, it's my voice in my head kind of thing, I think they have... It wouldn't be a surprise to me. Oh god, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they had nanomachines inside of them. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if the pills that they were taking were like nanomachines, or maybe they all go under some treatment with the nanomachines, because we do know that Tamao, Grandma Karabe, had nanomachine treatment and she's still alive. But she, like, still alive. She was uploaded into a database in... I don't know. Her consciousness was uploaded into a database, and he's talking about how, like, you know, she will eventually get put into a body. I don't think that the thing with Tomi Kisaragi, I don't think that she's I don't think that's gonna go well. Just seeing there halfway finished it didn't seem like it was gonna go well. Or maybe I'm just having like, maybe I'm just really still wigged out. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch both have auto modding. They'll kick in if there's something, but that I don't know if it deems necessary, but I don't think that's gonna go well. Or it is gonna go well. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if like the gun that Kyubey, the magical gun that Kyubey is having Megami shoot people with is like maybe disrupting the nanomachines or something. I think they have nanomachines in them. Or oh yeah. Yeah, switch to live chat, not top chat. Yeah, we learned that the hard way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's really weird. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were their Sentinels. Like the BJ bots are yeah, sometimes stream chat doesn't catch shit. It's weird. And then someone else will be like, they said this, and it'll pop up. So I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with that. But for the most part, it's been fine. It hates Kian. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if their consciousness was their Sentinels. You think the one on screen is forever set to all chat? Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to do that, but I don't know. I keep putting in live chat, but I don't know what's going on with that. Thanks, YouTube. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. They are their Sentinels. I feel like relatively confident about that. That also explains why BJ was like, my friends who manned Sentinel number 19, his vitals like show that he's, you know, vitals are gone kind of thing. That would make sense. If he is a robot, then yeah, he wouldn't have human vitals. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were their Sentinels. Like the Sentinels are from like, I don't know, 2187, because obviously the Sentinels are from the future. We know that. And so they're like, yep, we're the last line of defense to make sure that XYZ happens. Or, you know how they're all like, they're like, shit needs to happen a certain way. You know, like, don't change the past because it can be a huge detriment. What if the Sentinels are just like a fucking tool to keep them in check kind of thing? Like, everything has happened for a reason. And originally they like, I don't know, they did all this time hopping when they were younger or whatever, and then they realized, no, this needs to happen a certain way. So the Sentinels are like, they are the Sentinels, and like, you know, they have to be there kind of thing because that was how it went down when they were younger kind of thing. But what if at the end of the day it was like I don't know, maybe the Sentinels aren't a tool to prevent them from like progressing, but what if like I think I don't think it's too far out there to say that they are their Sentinels. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was one of the first things. I even made a snide comment about it whenever Iori was like, that voice in my head, it sounds like me. And I'm like, does the voice in your head not typically sound like you? I don't know, your thought process? Because sometimes I hear shit in my voice unless I'm like, you know, entertaining a party and then everyone's in there. No, but like, you know, it would make sense if that's what it was. And they're able to work with their own Sentinels because the nanomachines have like connected them. It connects like the nanomachines, like Miura's got it straight up on his forehead. Iori's got it on her thigh. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were all injected with nanomachines and that's how they connect with their Sentinels. Because it's them. It's just like they need the connector. But that's just a theory. That one sounds right to me. Remotely right. It sounds like it's the highest possibility of being right out of everything that we've talked about so far. Yeah. Holy fuck. Damn. I'm like, cool, this is kind of going. Oh, you know what? Oh no, it did kick me out. Okay, I was like, do we have enough for... I thought it was gonna make me choose, or there was gonna be a couple of timelines, and I was like, can I go back and check it out? But no, it's not. It's not. Fuck. Okay. You know how like the other one with the fucking cat treats and shit? Yeah, Crispy taking notes. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, listen. Y'all are like, you're taking this very seriously. I'm like, I would have been taking it seriously regardless, but there's also now cake on the line, all right? I get one of these right, or like close, and Crispy buys me a cake. Shit just got real for me, okay? Cake is on the line! But yeah. He's like, at the 50% mark, give your final guess. I'm like, motherfucker, you know I'm not gonna get it right. You know I'm not. With all the twists and turns, I know I'm not gonna get it right. I'm like, one of these theories I want it to be right. I don't know. The thing that really is like... Even without Crispy having been like, this game is airtight, fuck you, we are not getting banana and mayo cake. No. Without Crispy being like, this game is airtight with how the story goes, it like, from like stream 1, it was very clear to me that this was gonna be one of those, like, so many moving pieces, and I was like, okay, I know from the get-go we need to be keeping track. This is all gonna come together like flawlessly, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying. Like, fuck. This is wild. I'm sorry, my brain is still like, hey, doing good? I'm like, no, I'm not! We just unlocked more shit! Two brand new characters for the fucking think tank. I'm like, Jesus. I'm really not liking Goto right now. I'm not. I'm like, no, he did not pass the vibe check. We added kidnapping to that. He gave her something, so she remembered everything. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I am kind of... I think the pills are like nanomachine shit. I really do. Like, they're uploading memories or whatever at this point, because that, unless she is an android, that little girl would not have so many, like, you know, adult memories, you know? Can't wait for the event archive dump. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I thought we were gonna get there after this one, but Miura's story was just like, hello, and I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna have to tap out today, because I've got lion dancing in the morning, and I've got to be there bright and early. He saved your mom from an exploding plane. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, so we're gonna have to take a little bit of a break from this, unfortunately. I'm not happy about it, but event 16 and 27 now have new context for sure. Yeah, I need to go through that. I need to go through everything again and be like, oh my God. Jesus. What is it with you and derailed moose? Whatever. So we're taking a break for the weekend, and we are going to be back Monday, not with 13 Sentinels. We have multiplayer Mondays, and we are still on Monster Hunter Wilds. I think at this point, we are battling Zoshia, and then I'm calling it quits with Monster Hunter Wilds, because it's just... I can say that we've finished the game, you know, but that's it. I'm kind of done. I'm not having a very good time with it, and I appreciate you guys like carrying my ass, and I know that y'all are having a good time. I think, I don't know, y'all seem to be having fun with it, but I'm kind of done. So after that, we're gonna be moving on to a new multiplayer game. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, on Wednesday, we will be back for more 13 Sentinels, at which point I'm going to be trying to hop on earlier in the day. That way we can get more done, because I need to know what is happening. I don't want to wait anymore. I'm hoping to do long streams, because I fucking need answers. I don't need sleep. I need answers. This is just driving me batshit insane. And I hate that there's a break in between, but yeah, we're gonna stick. Yeah, last Monster Hunter stream. Yeah. Fuck. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Can't wait to come back to 1 million meta chips on Wednesday. Possibly. I don't know. If I get around to it, I've got a lot of stuff that I need to work on. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll upgrade shit. You know, I won't play any of the new stuff off stream, but yeah. If you guys haven't already, please consider subbing to my YouTube channel, following on Twitch. It's free for you guys and it supports me. I've done lots of cosplays. I'm working on getting back into cosplay after the fire. It kind of put a temporary hold on everything, but some of those cosplays won awards. They're up on Instagram, Pinterest, all of that good stuff. Ghost has dropped my link tree. It's everything's underneath there, and if you can't for some reason click on that link, it's in my bio. Everything's there. Please consider supporting me. That way I can do more crazy ass shit like play 13 Sentinels and cry about what the fuck is going on. I don't know. 1 million YouTube subs. I get in the water with sharks. My greatest nightmare. I say greatest nightmare. Now, being a partial android is also kind of a big nightmare, but I don't think in my lifetime that'll become my life on this earth. It'll be happen. It's not letting you follow me. That's probably because you're already following. Yeah, it is getting absolutely fucking insane. But before the 1 million YouTube subs, our 500 sub goal gets the Discord, gets all the Discord server so we can continue the crazy off stream. We are so close. I think we are like 55 subs away. And Team Red also gets their emotes. So y'all will get the bonk bunny and the anger seal, the violence seal. That'll all be happening on your side soon. Yeah. 54. Holy wow. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Anyways, I will see you guys on Monday. Wish me luck tomorrow. I'm very nervous. We'll take videos. That way y'all can see me fall flat on my face. I won't fall. I'll be an awesome yellow lion. It'll be the best. Have a good weekend, you guys. Take care.